From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander.
Today, February 16th, is National Innovation Day. Seems an appropriate time to look at the work of this year's winner of the Champions of Diversity Innovation in Tech Award. We talked to Dennis TRINKLE back in 2023 at TechPoint when Mission 41K was in its first year of a 7-year goal to create 41,000 new tech jobs by 2030.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com. This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Access to capital.
Indiana has a talent problem. We don't have nearly as many people for the high-skilled tech and tech-related jobs that are out there. And so TechPoint set a goal of increasing the tech workforce by 41,000 by 2030, which is kind of a minimum number that we need to be able to fill current need and help grow new businesses, launch new products, launch new services. It's really our progressive goal to help Indiana be an innovative, top tech state in the nation. I will say, when we launched Mission 41K a year ago, I thought we would make a little bit of progress, but I did not expect us to see the progress that we've made. Indiana has consistently grown by about 2 or 3% a year for the last 30 years, consistently been a top 15 or top 16 tech state in the nation, which is good. And with Mission 41K, we said we want to double that. We want to try to grow at least 4% a year. And everybody coming together, working lots of points of collaboration. We actually grew by 5.6% last year over year, net new tech job growth, which was the most in the last 30 years. So part of Mission 41K is specific goals around making sure that tech is represented and that we are being inclusive in the tech community. That's not been the case nationally. It hadn't been the case in Indiana, and we really can't reach our talent goals unless we bring in all Hoosiers and create passive opportunity for them. So our goal is to make sure that women, people of color, other historically underrepresented groups are invited into tech, and there are pathways there. And we want to go from 28 to 48%, for example, with women. We want to go from 6% to 10% with Black and African American Hoosiers. And across the board, we went up by 1%. It's not a great take your breath away number, but the growth's been stagnant. We haven't been seeing progress, and this year we did. So I think it's a sign that when we work together, we can build a more inclusive and welcoming tech community, and we can get to 41,000 by 2030. We need to not only retain great Hoosier talent that we have here, but attract folks in from other places. And these days, especially with younger employees, current generation employees, they're looking for cultures that are attractive. Place and culture are as important to them as salary and benefits. And so Indiana really needs to make sure that we are creating great jobs, but also great company cultures, that those companies are becoming wonderful, inviting, welcoming places where folks can come in and give of their best selves. And when we can do that, then we're going to attract a lot more folks. Indiana has a great value proposition. We consistently make the list of the most affordable places to live, the best places to start a business. So we put that together with businesses that can create opportunity and that have these strong, inviting cultures. And I think Indiana can win the talent war. I think that we can't be complacent and say, okay, we figured it out and it's naturally going to happen. I mentioned that the progress we saw in the first year was really kind of surprising. I think our biggest challenge will be to sustain the efforts and to make sure that we don't treat it as just a sprint, but that we realize that what we're talking about takes consistent day over day, month over month, year over year activity. So what year two is going to be about is continuing to keep everybody focused on the goal, continuing to say that, you know what, maybe 41,000 wasn't bold enough. When we set Mission 41K as the goal, that was before ChatGPT and AI came onto the scene, and now the projections are there are going to be more technologies than ever before, and even more jobs are going to require technical proficiency and technical skills. So I think what we're going to see is probably 41,000 is not going to be enough. We're going to keep it as a goal for now, but we've got to do even better. And so that means the collaborations that have started in year one, we have to make those broader and deeper. We've got to make sure that we've got that ironclad focus on drawing more Hoosiers into the tech workforce and more people into Indiana, and just keeping our pedal down. Partnership is part of the equation, but I think it is also some of the most important work comes back to businesses. And businesses have felt a lot of economic pressures over the last decade or two. And as a consequence of that, with things like having to focus on healthcare and benefits in their organizations, a lot of the capacity organizations used to have to develop people, to work on talent and leadership and those internally bringing people along, that's no longer well-funded. Organizations don't have that capacity. So I think we have to develop mechanisms that support enterprises in getting back to talent development. I think the biggest thing that the community can do is small, medium, and large-size organizations have to start to work with partners like TechPoint and other partners around the community to understand how they can do that. How can they rebuild that capacity? What resources can they take advantage of to be able to bring in entry-level talent and advance it, and take people who are already great people who are part of their culture and get them ready for those next-level jobs, many of which will be reshaped by AI. Year one from Mission 41K, all the indicators are really positive. To me, the message is we've got the talent, we have the focus in Indiana, and if we work together, we can make this happen. Now we just have to keep our eye on the goal and get to 41,000 by 2030.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.